Welcome. My name is Prosha, and today I'm guiding you through a gentle practice designed to help you relax, release tension, and find emotional balance. If you have two yoga blocks or a bolster, please keep them nearby. If not, you can use a folded blanket or a big pillow. So please take a moment to settle in. And when you are ready, let's begin in any comfortable seated position. Feel the sit bones grounded, legs heavy. Draw the belly in, lengthen your spine. Chest open, roll the shoulders forward, up, back, and down. And then slide the ears back above the shoulders. You can let the eyes close. And we stay here for a few mindful moments. A transition from the outside world to the inner body. So focus your attention on the flow of your breaths. And notice how the breath moves through your body in this moment. Notice the quality of your breaths. And establish a simple sense of presence. You can notice the sensation in the physical body, just like an observer. Notice how you feel inside. And take 3 more breaths. Easy, slow breaths. And 1 more breath here. And on the next inhale, join the hands at the heart level. Bow the head towards the heart. And when you are ready, open the eyes, lift the head up, relax your arms by your side. And for the first one, I want you to settle your blocks in this manner with the lowest height and the medium height. You can always go with the medium height or the highest height as well. If you have a bolster, you just place your bolster in this manner so you can lie your back on the bolster. If you don't have bolster or block, simply lie on your back. So place your feet flat and then slowly prop yourself back onto your forearms, onto your elbows, so you can set the first block somewhere below the shoulder blades. And you want to make sure this block is not under the chest, but behind, not under the lower back, but behind the chest, the shoulder blades. And the second block behind the head and not the neck. So it gives a very slight tuck in your chin towards the chest. And you can relax your arms by your side. And the knees fall in together, feet apart. If you are on your mat, simply bend your knees, let the knees fall in together. And let's pause here for a moment. And when you are ready, place the soles of your feet together. Let the knees open to the side. So our legs are in bound angle shape. And then as you are here, notice the pull of gravity on your shoulders, on your knees. Notice the opening in the chest. You might feel the inner shoulders. And also notice the opening on your inner thighs. So keep your awareness in the body. And we stay here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, You can send your breaths into the inner groins. Exhale through the inner groins. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. As you inhale, slowly place the soles of your feet flat on your mat. Let the knees fall in together, feet apart. Pause here for a moment. And then take your hands behind the head. With the help of your hand, lift the head off the first block so you can put it away and prop yourself onto your elbows so you can remove the second block. Or simply put the bolster away and lie all the way on your back. Lengthen the back of your head by a slight tuck in your chin towards the chest. Again, knees fall in together, feet apart, maybe hands on your belly. Constructive rest for a moment. And then place your feet hip distance apart. Feet parallel. Extend your arms to touch your heels with your fingertips. And then firm your belly, lift the hips up. And you can slide one block with the thalada setting under your sacrum or the hips. If you have the bolster, you can put the bolster below the hips, or you can use your folded blanket or a big pillow here. Just make sure the prop is not under the lower back, but under the sacrum. Some of you can increase the height by placing 2 blocks if you have and stacking them on top of each other. And then roll the shoulder blades under the chest, pause. From here, you can also walk the feet forward, let the legs straighten. You can cactus your arms, you can extend the arms over the head, or clasp your opposite elbows over the head. So we are in supported bridge pose, targeting the entire front line of the body. We also put some mild compression on the lower back. And I want to stay here for 10. Breathing, releasing through the front of the hips. 9, 8, 7, 6. So stay present with the breath. 5. You notice the point of tension and you breathe into those parts. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly on your next inhale, lower the arms by your side, bend the knees, place the soles of your feet flat on your mat, and pause here for a moment. And when you are ready, firm the belly, lift the hips off the block, bolster, or pillow so you can remove them, and roll the spine all the way back and down onto your mat. And when the hips touch the floor, let the knees fall in together, feet apart. Hands on your belly. Constructive rest for a moment. You can notice the sensation in the lower back. And then from here, again grab your block or fold the blanket or even the pillow and place that in between your knees. 2 knee reclining twist. Shift your hips a bit to the left, drop both knees to the right. You can support the bottom knee on another block, another pillow here if you need to. And then keep the left shoulder completely heavy. You can cactus the left arm. You can turn the head to the left. And we want to stay here for 5. You can draw the navel in towards the lower back. 4. Turning the head to one side is always optional. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, head, legs, hips come back to the center. And then shift your hips slightly to the left, draw both knees to the right. Keep the, interesting, bring your hips slightly to the right, draw both knees to the left. And then keep the right shoulder heavy. You can turn the head to the right. And you stay here for 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Slowly bring the head, hips, legs back to the center. Put your prop away. Pause here for a moment. Or you can draw the knees towards the chest. Place your hands on your kneecaps. And draw gentle circles with your joint knees. And feel the sensation in your lower back. And then reverse the rotation. And then you can hug the shins, rock from side to side. Let's do it for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly roll onto one side body and prop yourself all the way up. And we meet in tabletop position on the hands on the knees. Bring your shoulders over the wrist, hips over the knees. Keep the belly drawn in and spread your fingers wide. And then inhale, arch the lower back, chest open, chin up. Exhale, hug the belly in, round the back, chin towards the chest. And we repeat it 4 more cycles of breath. Inhale to extend, exhale to round. 3 more times, inhale and exhale. Notice the sensation in the spine. Deep breath in and deep breath out. 1 more cycle here. Inhale to extend. Exhale, hug the belly in, round the back, and then pause in neutral tabletop. Bring your knees slightly behind the hips and come onto your forearms. Simply lie onto your stomach and then think of inward rotation for the legs. So roll the inner thighs towards the ceiling. And then position the shoulders over the elbows. So if you're in a sphinx pose, and if you feel this is too much pressure on the lower back, you can work the elbows further away from you. Maybe rest the forehead on your hands and stay here. If this is good, let's just stay here. And then dig the elbows into your mat. Lift the center of your chest forward. Shoulders are relaxed. Maybe join your palms, maybe catch your elbows. You want to stay here for 10. Targeting the lower back. So you can breathe into the lower back. For 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lower the forehead back onto your mat. Slide the hands back beside the bottom ribs. So bring up your elbows over the wrist. And then inhale, baby cobra. Lift the chest and head tiny bit off the floor. And as you press into your hands, send the hips back over the heels, child pose. Any variation, you can keep the knees open, closer. You can extend the arms forward, forward. Let the chest descend, forehead descend. But your shoulder blades are open, your neck is relaxed. You send the hips back over the heels. And we want to stay here for 5. So if your forehead touching the ground, you can imagine that you are exhaling through the forehead. And we stay here for 4, 3, 2, and on the next inhale, slowly lift the head, walk the hands all the way back, roll the spine up, sit on your heels, and pause here for a moment. Roll the shoulders forward, up, back and down. And when you're ready, shift the hips to one side, stretch out your legs out in front of you. So you can keep the feet hip distance apart or even slightly wider. Depending on how open your hamstring are, you might need to bend the knees for today. And then you can put the bolster below the knee. You can use your block, support the knees on the block. Lowest height, medium height. If you have a folded blanket, you can create a roll shape with your blanket and put it under the knees. If you don't need to bend the knees, you can keep the legs straight. And then we draw the belly in. We pivot at the hip joint and we fold forward. Maybe you stay here for today. Even keeping the knees bent. Maybe that's your edge. Some of you might go a bit deeper. You can also use your blocks to support the forehead on a block. Any height setting. And it's completely fine to allow the spine to round slightly here unless you have some issue, something going on in your lower back that you don't want to let the spine round. But if the lower back is healthy, you can allow the spine to round. And then come to your first appropriate edge and we stay here for 10. You can also let the head hang. Supporting the forehead on a block onto something is very calming for the mind. And we stay here for 10, 9, releasing through the back body, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. On the next inhale, slowly lift the head, roll the spine all the way back and up. Come into seated position. Again, put your props, blocks away. You can bring your feet together, arms over the head, lengthen through the spine. And on your exhale, twist to the left. Easy twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, look over the left shoulder. So keep the left forward, left shoulder back. Let's hold it here for 3, 4, 2, and 1. Turn the head, upper body back to the center, arms over the head, exhale, twist to the right. As you inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, twist, look over the right shoulder. Hold it here for 3, 4, 2, and 1. Inhale, head, upper body back to the center. Extend the arms over the head and slowly lower your arms by your side. And then we are going to lie all the way on our back. Slowly roll the spine all the way back and down. Lengthen the back of your head and relax your arms by your side for a moment. Settle the lower back on the ground, maybe knees touching, feet apart. Pause. And then from here, draw the knees into your chest. Again, rock from side to side. And we want to prepare for a leg raise. You can always use the wall, put the legs on the wall. Or simply hug the knees and extend both legs up towards the ceiling. And then choose to keep the feet point or passive. You can also have slight bend in your knees if you need to, but if possible, you can also keep the legs straight, relax your arms, relax the shoulders. Let's hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly bend the knees. Again, you can hug the shins, slide rock from side to side. And then you can prepare for the final rest pose, Shavasana. Relax the legs, relax the arms. And then from the toes to the crown of the head, release and let go of everything. Allow the body and mind to rest. Release and relax for a few moments here. And you can stay here up to 5, maybe 7 minutes. Completely release and relax. Thank you so much for practicing with this video. I hope you feel better at the end. And if you enjoy the practice, please like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Till the next time.